What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I have to talk about this story in regards to this 22-year-old by the name of Yezmar Figueroa, Ramos-Figueroa. She's 22 years old. She was arrested. This is why she's in this orange jumpsuit, because apparently she's a gym teacher and she sent inappropriate photos of herself to a 13-year-old. And she got caught. I want y'all to understand this is the face of PDF Ellers. This is the face of it. You see, for so long, they made it seem as if it was only men who were out here trying to get inappropriate with the young ones. But apparently it's women too who are delving into degeneracy. And I don't know what it is. It just over the last, I would say, 5 years, it's gotten worse. It really has. Because this is a Christian academy school. She's a PE teacher at 22. I don't know how she got, they usually give those jobs usually to older people. People may have been former athletes. I know I've had PE teachers who you look like they played sports, right? Or you have the one female gym teacher who looks like a butch, right? But still, now they're just hiring anybody now. The teaching is definitely gotten worse, but this is a Christian academy. Matter of fact, the school is Central Point Christian Academy, where apparently she was communicating with this 13-year-old. These stories are becoming more and more common. And this is why I think laws need to be put into place. Because if people were serious about combating PDF files, they would put it into law, giving mandatory jail sentences, mandatory prison sentences to these type of situations. That's when you'll start to see it stop. But it's only getting worse, because now you have teachers getting pregnant by these teenage students and getting little to no jail time. You think they're going to stop doing it? You think they're going to stop hiring these heifers? No, they're not. They're going to keep hiring them because they don't care about young boys. And then they wonder why these young boys are becoming degenerates themselves. You wonder why these young boys are doing drugs and drinking, being promiscuous, not being faithful, cheating all the time, being abusive. It all starts with their upbringing. Now, I see some of you grown men in these comment sections talking about it should have been you. And I don't think you're saying it because you would have wanted to have relations with the teacher when you were teenagers. Probably because y'all see a 22-year-old and you're like, that's my type. This heifer's a pervert. And now y'all see why these heifers are complaining on TikTok all the time. They don't want grown men. They want children. They don't want men. They want children. Why did this heifer think that she would get away with sending these photos to a 13-year-old? This is why these women can't keep a man, can't get a man. They're online constantly complaining because they want boys. They don't want men, they want boys. This degenerate behavior needs to be called out. She shouldn't have been hired in the first place. They just hired her, I don't know, maybe because she's a minority and they need to get their DEI hires up. Maybe she's fresh off the boat. Who knows? But this heifer shouldn't have had this job. She's 22. She probably still has a high school mentality. She probably still wishes she was in high school. If you're going to hire somebody to be a PE teacher, first of all, do background checks. Hire somebody who is at least a little bit closer to their middle age. Not a girl who's, 4 years removed from high school, if she graduated at 18. So let's get into this disgusting story. This according to people. A gym teacher in Florida allegedly sent inappropriate content to a teenage student. Yezmar Ramos-Figueroa, who's 22, has been charged with distributing obscene material to a minor and transmitting harmful material to a minor. She committed the alleged crimes while working as a physical education teacher at the Central Point Christian Academy. The Florida gym teacher is facing multiple charges after she allegedly sent inappropriate content to a teenage student. Yezmar Ramos-Figueroa was taken into police custody by detectives from the OCSO on Wednesday, November 26, authorities said in a news release shared on Facebook. Ramos-Figueroa was booked on 2 felony charges distributing obscene material to a minor and transmitting harmful material to a minor, per the police in their reporting. Ramos-Figueroa allegedly committed crimes while working as a physical education teacher at the Central Point Christian Academy, the OCSO said. Central Point is a private school with multiple locations across the state. Ramos-Figueroa worked at the Kissimmee location, approximately 20 miles south of Orlando. Police said the victim's mother contacted authorities claiming that Ramos-Figueroa had inappropriate contact with her 13-year-old son in mid-October. Detectives spoke with the victim and later obtained text messages and photographs that had allegedly been sent to his phone by Ramos-Figueroa, per the OCSO. On November 26, detectives met Ramos-Figueroa when she allegedly admitted to texting and sending a picture to the victim. That's crazy. According to the news release from authorities, Ramos-Figueroa was then transported and booked into the county jail. She has yet to appear before a judge, so her bail has not been set. So they have her sitting in jail. Good. It's unclear if Ramos-Figueroa currently has legal representation to comment. She doesn't. She's a broke weirdo. Probably has no relationship with her parents, because her parents would at least tried to get her out. These people need to keep being outed, because why are you turned on by teenagers? Because for so long, they've made it seem like this is what men do. Men are out here preying on these children. No, it's these heifers preying on these children. And then you wonder why this generation of women are so unhappy. You wonder why these generation of women can't get a man, because they want boys. They want children. They don't want men. That's why they have such an adversarial relationship with men, because they don't want a man. They want a child. This heifer got that job so she can be in proximity to those children. This is why, again, background checks are important. How does a 22-year-old get a job as a PE teacher? Did you do background? Did you hire her because, she was a minority female and she checked off certain boxes? Something is wrong with these women, and we've been saying it, and it's very clear. Something is wrong with these heifers. Something's wrong with them. The fact that she did this and thought she was gonna get away with it. You think that 13-year-old parents would not have access to their phones, would not know what's going on? They could see the changes in their son. You don't think they weren't gonna find out? But she risked it. She risked jail, losing her job, being exposed as a PDFer, right? She risked all of that just to do this. This heifer should not get a job at any schools where there are children. Any business that has children there. She needs to be put on the offenders list. Yes, put her on the offenders list, because what were you thinking? And then you sent photos of yourself to this child. Like, what were you thinking? There's not enough men that you could send photos to? I mean, starting OnlyFans, if you like sending photos, at least you'll be sending it to adults. This is insanity, but this is the face of the PDFers, okay? This is who it is. You know what I'm saying? So let us know in the comment section any thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I will see y'all next one.